Hello everyone, this is Sibbe Bladh. We have to let people go. We can't cling on to people. We have to let them go for our own sake. No one means anything in the end. Not even your closest family. You will be separated from everyone. So you might as well take destiny in your own hands and control destiny. So you gracefully let go of everybody before life will separate you. We have to be tough. We have to be hard. It's not a joke business, this life. And the more we prepare, the better outcome. So when we learn to let go of everything, even the things we love most, we're learning the real drill. We're learning to be realistic. Because that is what's gonna happen, always. So letting go of people is to let go of the illusion. And to get closer to the truth. And of course, sometimes in our life, we're not in a position to let go. We have responsibilities. People that need us. But eventually it will change. The world is not very grateful for the things you do for it. That includes our own family. Why do you think so many old people sit by themselves, alone? Because that's reality. And if they suffer from this, they haven't learned to let go from everything, including the things you love most. Because that makes you the strongest. And we have to be strong. We are thrown out in a hard world. No one is friendly. It's just superficial. It's shallow. What people refer to as friends or friendliness. That is just shallow, mechanic, robotic. It's not real. The only time humans are real is when they face problems together, when they overcome things that they have to overcome together, and it makes a temporary union. And when you think about it, all the friends you had, all the fun you had in life, all the love you shared, it means nothing in the end, except for that you experienced that in your life. And that was wonderful. That gave your life purpose. But in the long run it don't mean anything, and memories fade away. Memories transform and get modified in your brain. So the past is not really stable. But it can give us a lot of vibes. When I was a young mystic, I used a meditation technique where I was traveling in the past. And I call it the alley of the past. Because this was like an alley that I walked through. And I was filled with a big feeling, a nostalgic feeling. And then when memories appeared, I could connect with that memory and feel everything about it. And then I tried to pull that energy back to my present life, which I was able to do many times. As a young mystic, you explore your brain and your soul. It's like sports. You learn new tricks all the time. But then later in life, these move into your daily routines and rituals, and you don't think so much about it. It's you. It becomes you. We build ourselves. And whatever we choose, that's what we're gonna become. But all the love is temporary. All the friendship is temporary. When you're young, basically the world chases you. You try to get away from the world. It's on your tail. It's demanding. It sucks you in. And I mean, really young people, other people love to push them around and fuck with them. But as you age, kids turn to grown-ups, situations change, and you find that no one look out for you any longer. You're all by yourself. And that was the grown-up tried to show you and prepare you for that. That's why they spanked you and yelled at you and forced you to do things in the household and pay stuff. It was to become independent. Because they instinctively, they noticed that you are alone and life is a fight It's a war. But it don't have to be such a big war if we learn to be independent and if we learn to see through the illusion. The more we think the illusion is real, the more we suffer. The more we idealize love and have a romantic notion of what that should be, the more we suffer. We have to let go of all thoughts of love and other people. And we have to adopt a mindset of fierce independence. Maximum individualism without turning to harmful egotism. But we have to seclude ourselves from the world. Otherwise we will always be at a low standard. Look what they have done to all the genius, all the great people of mankind that has lived through the history. Look what the people did to them, and then you will know what kind of place this is. They have constantly destroyed all illuminated inventors, smart people through the ages that could have led us to a higher understanding of life. It started early in the story of Bab El. Bab El means gates of the gods, Stargate. And back in the ancient time, in ancient Babylon, where the Proto-European whites lived, they have managed to build a Stargate and to enter higher worlds. But that was stopped and that was destroyed. So any great idea of development and evolution in this world are destroyed, are fought against by the humankind. So let go of humankind. It's completely meaningless what they are doing and how they are thinking and what they know. It's meaningless. And that's why democracy is meaningless too. Because you let a lot of ignorant, evil people be a part of the decision making. So any progress is not possible to progress or develop further in such a democracy. People shouldn't have the right to vote in questions that they don't know anything about. We don't want an opinion-based decision making. Emotional, opinion-based is never good. We need facts. We need technical data. We need realism. And we need to put the emotional opinions aside. Because they will fuck up everything and lead us all astray. So this kind of system is dangerous. Now, I'm not sure that this is not a real democracy. This is fake. Obviously, the people don't have any power in this system. It's just designed to look like they have power. But a real democracy wouldn't work. People behave very bad. It's like a herd animals who are not independent thinkers. They're so backward, so even if they know something is right, they back off because of the collective, because of other people's ignorance. In this way, they hinder all true progress. And it's not sure that humanity ever will work this out. When a human race, and I'm not talking about the human species as a whole on Earth, I'm talking about the separate races. When a separate race are ready with the world and has figured out the whole calculation about material life and the world, they should evolve into a space civilization and move to new worlds. Instead, what's going on today is that people are cementing themselves in the illusion, in the world, forever, like a prison, together, because they see such value in other peoples. This is complete bullshit. An enlightened civilization, they build their way out of these lower worlds and they move physically to higher planets. This is the mission. And the governments have been building weapons and all kind of programs and projects, but they never took care of the real issues. And it's because of, partly through this system of ruling, and partly that human beings are very stupid. They are very ignorant on a mass scale. And they're very vulnerable for psychological manipulation. It's like all animal herds, they run back and forth at the slightest sound or signal. They all follow the same. It's like fish. That's what we deal with. Face it, people. Humanity is completely worthless. And the sooner you separate from this crew, the higher you can rise yourself towards the divine and eventually enter to a higher world. So when you let go of people, you also let go of all the pain that this means, and all the strain and stress in your soul, all the responsibility that you put on your shoulders that no one is thankful for, all of that, you let go of that. And you focus on yourself and your freedom. And that is a fantastic thing. It's not a bad thing. It's something you long for. It's something you have longed for a long time. So it's gonna feel good when you take this step and let people go. And you stop taking any kind of shit that don't serve you or serve your higher purpose. You simply ignore that forever. And you don't gonna have to be nasty to people to do this. People disappear by themselves, you know. It's not like you have to drive them away. You simply have to just withdraw yourself from the networks that you're in. And I hear people now say that you have to find a community, build together, and I think those times are over completely. Seriously. I think even the whole of humanity, time is up. Elon Musk said that if the human race don't accept artificial intelligence in their bodies, they are finished. And he just launched thousands of satellites, building the most powerful network around the world that has ever existed. So that is the future technology. And the past is human with all their emotion and foolishness. That time is beginning to end now. But many haven't understood that yet. And we want community. A part of us is a real group creature, herd creature. We demand social interaction to feel good. But that has to be broken down. We have to learn to walk by ourselves and to do our unique, special things that are only for us. And we can't let the others destroy that, or that we destroy ourselves or let go of things because of others. That can't work. You have to keep pushing your path. Fearlessly pushing your path. Don't care what people say. You don't care what people think. Because they will always try to degrade you and demoralize you and stop you. That is what other people is all about. And the sooner you realize that, the more better you can navigate towards a more splendid future for yourself. And by learning this, you also learn how to enter higher worlds, how to make you to a greater spirit. Because when you let go of people, you can also become so big that you care about everybody. You know, because caring about everybody means caring about nobody. So caring about everybody is a by-effect of letting go of all those that are supposed to be close to you, but in the end show just to be problems. So it's important to learn this and to learn to be by yourself. You have to be able to be by yourself if you're gonna ascend and be able to handle death and spirituality. You have to be able to be alone, because that is not a collective trip. That journey is yours alone. And if you're gonna walk that properly, you have to be able to be alone and to work alone and to think alone independently. So you have to be careful with connections and friendship, knowingly that most people will fuck you up in the end in some way or another, and you can't let them do that. For their sake also, because all this create negative karma and negative energies that manifest in everybody's life. So we're dragging each other down. We're doing all the people and ourselves a favor by taking responsibility to end all connection and let go. Otherwise we create resentment, anger, frustration and hate. And sometimes this hate, it goes so far that people kill each other. You know, like ex-couples. The ex-man goes and shoots the woman, and all these stories we hear are from people who are not able to let go. There's from people who didn't realize that they are by themselves in this life. And nobody means nothing. When you are so stupid that you think people mean something, then you go crazy and start killing. Possibly. Not all people, of course. Then we would live in a pretty horrible place. But some do. And those are those who have the hardest to let go. Who are filled with false pride and false expectations. And are so unreal in their own little world. So everybody have to learn this principle of letting go. And to let go gracefully is important. You can't go around and fuck up people and just leave open wounds and problems behind you. That's not the way we're letting go. We're letting go like the wind. That quiet, just disappear without bothering everybody. You just go your own way. And you try to wish peace and prosperity on those you met. You don't carry anger with you. Anger will destroy you, will poison your soul. So you have to let go of anger. Yeah. And that You let go of anger when you understand that people don't mean shit. And whatever they think or say don't mean a fucking shit. And that freedom, it will give you joy and it will take away your anger. And when you stop interacting with people and playing a part of their game, you will attain liberation and freedom from all that negative. So that's very good for you to learn this, to let go. In a graceful way, in a good way. We have far too many people who let go of everything out of negative emotions and behaviors. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about growing as an individual, growing as a person that have the power to be independent and have the power to meet destiny and face death, and to be strong enough to transcend physical life and morph into something greater. That is what this separation is about. This is not an infantile, childish protest behavior. This is the creation of the super human, the greater human. So it's nothing bad or ugly, and we're not supposed to be afraid of this. This is only strange for those who are deepest inside of the human life, for the moment, that think that they are everything that exists about this world. This is for those who have left that area and to understand greater things. All the monasteries and all this is about disconnecting from human behavior, sexual or otherwise. And it fills a purpose. It makes you stronger, makes you more spiritual and more ready for the afterlife, the afterworld. So, let go of your anger, let go of people, let go of the thought of yourself as one of them, and you will attain peace inside your heart. Alright, take care everybody, bless.